Well, this is it. My last Connecticut State penny box to kick off this series. Of course, we'll hunt more boxes, but these have been great. Let's see if the final Connecticut State penny box will send us away with some goodies. Hey everyone, it's Rob with RobFindsTreasure, and that's right, we're on the final Connecticut State penny box. Of course, I might get a few more Northeast penny boxes and trades, and I'm probably going to be actively looking for other trades around the country for my mats or whatever, so that I can continue to get a good variety of penny boxes to fill the album with. That being said, I do want to make one more mention of my gratitude towards Penny Hunter for allowing me to get the trade done for these boxes. If you guys haven't checked out Penny Hunter's channel, I'll have a link to it down below. And of course, I'll throw a link to it above here. I also want to do another reminder and let everyone know that if you haven't watched the first 5 episodes for this Penny Hunt and Fill series, I will definitely have the playlist starting from box number 1 linked down below, and I'll even put a convenient link up here. Now that being said, we're not going to lollygag. You guys know what we're doing. We have 104 of the 234 slots filled in this Lincoln Penny album. Now, we're missing quite a few Denvers, and that's typical from all my boxes being in the Northeast. I do have some of them in this roll, but I'm holding off for better ones, especially when I start hunting some of my local boxes. I've also been really picky in the 70s, trying to only put in red state ones. Of course, if they're the 73, 74, 72S, those are hard to find in red state in the wild, so I'm just filling those spots for now. And as we get older back, especially on the wheat scents, I'm only putting the best ones in. Now, I have found a few other dates that are duplicates, but they've got to be, without a doubt, upgraders for me to pop these out and plug another one in. 104 slots filled through 5 boxes. My goal is to try to get to 120 after 6. That means we would have averaged 20 spots filled per box. Said this wouldn't be too long, and it's already starting to be long. Now, this box was damaged in shipment, so it is kind of open, but it's not fully open yet. I just wanted to point that out. Let me go ahead and rip the top off just like it is now, and we'll take a peek and see if there's any enders. And there you go. All right. That one looks a little older, but I think it's just going to be a 60-something. And I don't see any BU red scents from the copper years. And I don't see any wheats. This one looks a little older too, but I can't quite tell. We'll see it when we open it up. All right. No enders to speak of. 50 rolls to hunt. 130 spots to fill. I'll see you guys if and when we have a first find. Couple of nice coppers right there. Let's get after it. Well, roll 1's going to have our first wheat scent of the hunt, and it's going to be a 1956 Philadelphia. Now, I believe I already have a 56 Philadelphia, but we'll take it. And for those wondering, we have some nice 81, 82 copper scents. I did weigh them up, but nothing old yet. All right, back to the hunt. Roll number 11. Wheat scent number 2. It's got a nice patina to it. 1945 Philadelphia. Roll number 12. Wheat scent number 3. Obverse facing 1953 Philadelphia. Roll 15. Wheat scent number 4. Is it one we need? No, it's another 1956. So if we needed it from the first time, we have 2 to choose from. Roll 21, wheat scent number 5. This one it's another 1941, so let's check it for any of the 3 different DDOs it could have on the date, on Liberty, or on the motto. And I don't see it, but I'll take another 1941 regardless, and it is now our oldest of the box. Roll number 22, and we're going to have a DDO. It is the less valuable one, and it's not in the greatest condition. That's a 1972 Philadelphia. And when I put it under the scope, and I don't know how well this is going to come out, but you can see the doubling to the left of all of the motto, "In God We Trust." It's barely visible because of the damage, but it's there. You can see to the left of the D, the O, the G, and even on the IN. This is the 103 because it also has a little bit of doubling at the base of the L, which again is tough to see because of the damage. And I had to do a double take because there even is doubling on the 1972 date, but because again, the damage, it's hard to tell. But it's without a doubt, based on the markers, it's going to be a FS 103 DDO in absolutely terrible shape. Still a DDO. I do have this one in better shape, but I will hold on to it because at the end of the day, it's still a variety found and 22 rolls in. Nice find. We'll add it to the board. I'll flip it up later, add it to my varieties album, and continue the hunt. Same roll. We're going to have a wheat scent as well, and it's going to be number 6 of the box. And it's an oldie. 1923 Philadelphia. I'll take that all day. We love seeing older wheat scents. 20s are great. 1923 Philly. That will add to a spot in the album. Roll 23. Wheat scent number 7. Obverse face, and it's a 1940. I know we've added that one already, but it's nice to see another one. Roll number 25 is going to provide us with wheat scent number 8 because I grabbed the roll, and when I flipped it around, we've got a 53 Denver, I believe, as an ender. Let's confirm it and see if there's any friends with it. That wheat scent ender is indeed a 1953 Denver. Same roll, we have another counter-struck coin, and this is one of those state counter-strikes, and it's Hawaii. I'll have to keep this aside for Charlani. I don't know if I have Hawaii already in my state counter-struck pennies collection, but can't get mad at adding that. Counter-strike and a variety, 8 wheat cents, some beautiful ones. Halfway through the box, almost. Well, roll number 30 is going to provide us with another variety, and I've been looking for this one for a while in better grades. I've got 2 pennies under the scope for reference. The designer's initials, Frank Gasparo, were placed on the bottom right of the memorial building on the back of the penny. On 1969 Denvers, you're looking for it without it. Now, there's a little bit of raised elements there, but for the most part, you can see it's missing the FG. So if I remove this one out of the way, it's as close as it gets. I mean, your eyes do see it, and I don't know if it would completely qualify, but man, I'm telling you, that's the best example I have seen on a penny that doesn't look too bad. You can also identify it by the floating roof, where the 2 side columns aren't really attached. There's a little bit of them there, so this is definitely an almoster. I'll probably pull it aside and take a closer look at it, but you can pretty much see the FG is not there, and that's called the 1969 Denver Minted No FG scent. It's kind of like the 1972 D half dollar No FG. They are pretty tough on these, but they also can be a little lenient if it has all the markers. I'll spend more time looking at it, but I figured it was a good time to go ahead and show this to you. I'm going to pull it aside and keep it for my collection. I've never found one even in red-brown condition. They're always brown. Let's get back to the hunt. Same roll, and we're going to have our 9th wheat scent. It's another 1940. We've already found one of these before and one of these in this box, but number 9 nonetheless. Roll 31, and we have made double-digit wheat cents. We've got a 1956 obverse facing us. We've already found that as well, but that's 10. Same roll, wheat cent 11. It's going to be a 1955. Not the DDO, but maybe an upgrade to the last one. We'll have to see. It's a beauty nonetheless. We just found that one last box. Roll 33, and we have a dozen wheat cents now. Hopefully it's one we need. 1942, I think we already have that one, but I'll take it as you know. Roll 35, Baker's dozen on the wheat cents. 1946 Philadelphia. Roll number 37, we've got wheat cent number 14, and it's a 50D, and we will take that all day as well. Roll 44, wheat cent number 15. 1952 Philadelphia. Same roll, and I already see it now, so I might as well bring it up. Wheat cent number 16 is going to be a 56 Denver. Roll 46 is going to have wheat cent number 17 of the hunt. It's just a 1958 filly, but we're only 3 away from 20 with 4.5 rolls to go. Roll 47, wheat cent number 18. 51D. I don't know if we need that, but maybe we do. Roll 50 will provide us with at least one more wheat cent early on in the roll. Wheat cent number 19 of the hunt is a 1950 Denver. Well, the final Connecticut State penny box has been hunted. Box 6 of the series, and it was another dandy. 19 more wheat cents to add to the collection. We'll have to see how many of them upgrade or update in the album. The oldest and best find of the box was a 23 filly. We know we needed that one. On top of that, we got 12 Canadian cents. One was a 1953 Laureate Portrait, which I will take, or Younghead. We got 8 1959s and 8 pretty nice red cents as well. I'll take those all day. I don't know if any of them will upgrade or be used. This is not as nice, but it's a 71S, and the one in the album's brown, so it's definitely going to be an upgrader for sure. We did get 169S in relatively decent shape, but not the DDO. On top of that, we got that 72 DDO FS 103, the Hawaii State Counterstruck scent, and a 1969D possible no FG. I pulled aside a couple of other scents that are ones that I needed. That's an 82D small date zinc scent and a 70D copper scent, which I don't have in the album, and they're nice enough I'll probably use. Let me go through all of these, see which ones we can add to the album, and I'll bring you back in for a wrap-up. All right, we have got the album updated, and spots were filled. We have 112 spots filled now. That means we added 8 more from that hunt to the album. Again, there are some lesser than I would like quality as far as some of the copper scents, but this is the best that I'm going to use right now. I still have a handful of ones that would go in the album, but I know that since they're Denver minted ones, I will have better Denver minted ones in my boxes. Now, as far as wheat cents are concerned, of the 8 that we added in total, 4 were wheat cents. We added a 1953 Philadelphia. Can't believe we didn't have that one. We added a 52 Philadelphia. Again, can't believe we didn't have that one through 6 Connecticut State boxes. We added the 50D and, of course, the 1923P. 4 wheat cents added, 4 copper cents added, or at least copper or zinc cents added. Total of 8, 112 of the 234 spots filled in the album. Almost halfway done through 6 boxes. I would imagine a lot of these Denver Mint modern ones and copper cents will probably be filled in the next 3 or 4 boxes from my area. And then I'll be curious to see how many more wheat cents we can add. It is nice seeing some of the wheat cents filled on this first page, but obviously we need a lot of 20s and 30s. And believe it or not, we only have a handful of 30s filled. Only 4 from the 30s are filled. So we definitely need a nice 30s push in the next set of boxes. I will also make mention that we once again had a nice cup of copper cents. That always makes me happy. And extra BU ones to add to the rolls, as well as extra wheat cents and a few varieties. Hopefully you're enjoying this Penny Hunt and Album Fill series. If you are enjoying this Penny Hunt and Album Fill series, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting and thanks for watching.